Gentlemen, on the third day after NXL on ESPN2, we're going to call the 3v3 World Championship, I guess. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about the Pittsburgh Open that happened this past weekend and a tournament in Aruba. And for all you channel members, we're going to give that away. So whoever is a member on this channel at this exact moment will have an opportunity to win that thing later on. But without further ado, bfpgear.com actually got the brand new carbon drive hoppers. They actually don't have them yet. I should take that back. Pre-orders started on the 1st for this thing, so they're going to ship on September 1st. And this is our first glimpse at all the colors as well. There's that solid black. That's actually cool. Cyan. We got a gray, lime green, which is already all sold out, which is crazy. That one looks actually really cool. Pink, purple, red. And look at the names are actually normal. It's not like hell burnt under forest fire. I don't know. Some crazy name. It's just red. bfpgear.com. They're $300 though, which actually isn't a bad deal. Why'd I click that? We'll talk about that later though. They are going to ship for free as well because orders over $29 ship for free at bfpgear.com. Back to this side. BFP Gear, without them really, blood clot, that's a good one. Without them, a lot of these paintball videos just would not be possible. What the hell are we talking about? First thing on the docket, ESPN. And I don't have any video of ESPN, mainly because I don't want to get a copyright strike or anything crazy happening. So instead of video, we are going to play a bunch of screen grabs. Let's just start from the beginning of these. They're not in really any particular order. So we'll just start that and I will just go over my notes. So if you missed on Friday morning over on ESPN2, the 3v3 World Paintball Championship took place. We can see those screenshots right there on the screen. Would make sense. And I just have a bunch of notes here. I have some questions that I'm going to ask myself and kind of expound on. And then some miscellaneous good things that happened. And then miscellaneous bad things? Or say takeaways that, I don't know, I didn't like or things they could improve or something like that. So we'll talk about, is 3-man the future of paintball? And did ESPN make paintball look legitimate or embarrassing? What skills do we think 3-man exposes or hides compared to 5-man? And if someone was to watch this for their first paintball experience, what would they actually think? We'll talk about that. But first, the miscellaneous good notes. We'll just go in order. They did have ads. I really liked the kind of paintball ads. We sort of saw that previously last year when we saw ESPN paintball on ESPN as well. We saw the Major League Paintball ad, which heavily featured our friend Tyler Harmon. And there was also a kind of introduction to paintball where it just, kind of featured rental players playing, showed them playing, showed that all people of all ages could play, and just kind of introduced people to maybe more the rental rec side of paintball and not just this high-paced professional style. I mean, look at that. That just looks insane right there, guys. I mean, that just looks so good. With the people in the background, the big stands. There's not it's not packed out, but there were, more people than I thought were going to go. More people were in those stands than I expected. So I liked that. But the ads were really good. I liked how they kind of showcased, obviously, pro paintball like this. And it's high, fast adrenaline pace craziness. but then also in the ad kind of feature and show that you don't actually have to play paintball like that. You can just go out in the woods, or you can go to a birthday party, or your mom can play or whatever. So I really liked that. In the very beginning, they had a little bit of a segment on Paintball Fit. They did do little pieces on all of the teams, but Paintball Fit probably has the coolest, like, homegrown kind of, it's all a family doing it. So it's probably the better story. So it kind of makes sense why they'd focus more on Paintball Fit. But like I said, Impact, Red Legion, and Dynasty, they all had like little kind of segments leading into their matches, which is cool. And I think just overall, the field just looks really good. I think that the grass, obviously, that's real grass and looks like AstroTurf. So it's just a spectacular surface. And just all around, everything looked really good. We can see the brand new Major League Paintball logos. We'll talk about that later, actually, too. I totally forgot about that. It just looks really good. I mean, we can see someone over there on the, like, flopping over the snake, though. It just looked good. I mean, that was my main takeaway, was that you look at it and, like, you look at these screen grabs and, like, look at that. Like, paintball has never looked like that good on TV. I mean, I guess it has, maybe back in the MPPL days and stuff, it also looked really, really good. So, but it's been a very long time, at least, since we've seen paintball just look this good. I mean, I think all these screenshots kind of illustrate just how good it was. The announcing was also really good, and I really like how Matty doesn't like dumb down too much. He's still talking as we would talk, like, oh, they got to shoot that body off that side, or he's going to bunker the guy in the snake. He's not like dumbing it down a lot, which I like. And I think that even for new people, they can kind of sense that you're kind of talking a little weird. So I think that making it seem like there's a culture around this and using a bunch of terms that people might not really even understand on TV, I actually think adds more depth and more intrigue to it, because you're thinking, you're like, wow, what's he mean there? And you're like, wow, there's actually like a whole culture around this and like a whole bunch of stuff. So I like how Matt does still a good job at, I think, explaining it to the average person, but as well, just kind of doesn't dumb it down too much. I really miss Todd. I really like seeing Todd Martinez back in the booth. It's super cool. Just wish we'd see him more. Mike Jeffrey on the sideline also did a great job. We just saw him for a few split seconds, though, right there, doing a sideline interview with Tyler Harmon right there. So he wasn't in much, but, sideline interviews did a good job. My next note is the stands were freaking crazy. Yeah, it's just really cool to see lots of people actually show up. Obviously, right there's not lots of people, but lots of people for what I thought, or what I was expecting. It was neat to hear people cheering. You could actually hear people in the background kind of cheering and stuff, which was really cool. Just makes it feel more exciting and feel like it means more on TV, because there's no one there and no one cares. Who cares? But if there's people there cheering, it just kind of makes it feel like a bigger deal. The net was kind of set up a little crazy. We'll come to a slide. Here's a good one, actually. So you can see those like big cranes or big like boom lifts or whatever those things are called on the side, actually holding the net up. So there's no poles. Like, you see the whole entire sideline. There's just no poles. There's no seam in the net. It's really kind of interesting. Like, I don't know if I've ever seen that. So just having like no poles and stuff also makes the whole thing look a little bit cleaner. And I think overall just kind of a little bit more professional. Obviously having those big like cranes or whatever kind of awkwardly placed on the sides is a little weird. And maybe not the most professional. Maybe actually poles does look better. It just maybe looks a little bit more put together. But I really like how there's no like obstruction on any of the net side, or I guess either sides, really. I I like that camera angle quite a bit. We'll just go back to that since I'm going to talk about it. This camera angle was really cool, how it was so high up in the air. And we kind of experienced that, though, with Ghost Sports. Ghost Sports does have the drone camera that they're putting up really high. But the problem with the drone is, it's a drone camera. I thought I was going to have more like heads down. There we go. It's a drone camera. So this camera is just better. It's a mounted fixed camera, but it's really high. So Ghost Sports or Major League Paintball Plus, getting that camera that high in the air is just kind of a feat in itself. But I really did like this camera angle they did have. One of the problems, actually, we're not going there yet. I think overall the cameras and sound, everything looked good. There weren't any like crazy glaring issues. I think overall, overall quality was good. Those are my good notes. I do have the bad things. Overall, though, it's actually not bad. 3 things, though. I think that the camera's right. Like, I like that top-down camera angle, but there wasn't a lot of switching, right? I think that during the action, they really wanted to stay on that overhead angle, which, is normal, right? I mean, we see that in all sports. No matter what sport you watch, they're pretty much stationary on that, like, top-down kind of overhead angle. And while that's good, I think that in paintball that serves a purpose and we should be doing that. I think having people that understand paintball really well and a lot of camera angles and being able to switch to the right camera angle at the right time to capture action really is the way to do it. And most of the time when we saw any of the interesting camera angles like that, back corner snake camera angle, we never really saw it except for in replays, which I understand, they don't want to switch to a camera where nothing's happening, but I think in paintball, you kind of have to take that risk and, switch to a camera angle maybe when nothing's happening. So I think that they didn't utilize the cameras well enough or have enough of them. For what reason? I don't know. Ghost Sports, they have the cable camera, which I really like. The cable camera is fantastic. They have the back center shots where you can see like where the people are shooting and going at off back center. I like those a lot. Yep. Those camera things, though. Anyway, we'll talk more about that. And I don't know. I think the field could have been just a touch bigger as well. I didn't have a problem with it. I don't think it was like too small. It's not like old school Rage in the Cage where it was like, the Oliver's one-on-ones where the field's tiny, but you're putting 3 guys on it. It wasn't like too small, but just, I don't know, just a bit bigger, maybe like 10 feet longer on the sides or something like that. Just a little bit more, maybe a few more bunkers just to kind of, I don't know, make it a little more interesting because I felt like this layout, what was cool about the 3-on-3 before was there were so many options. Whereas it's like, okay, shoot in back center and go to the can and then go to the corners. There's not a ton of options like we saw before. But I did appreciate all the players playing fast. I definitely think that it saw that they actually tried to play really fast. So that was cool. But I think that increasing the size of the field just a little bit would be cool. Yeah, really. I mean, I think that's all. I think that the only things that like I really kind of wish we would have saw more is maybe more versatile and more like options as far as camera angles go. Then maybe the field just a little bit bigger. I think that they thought that the 30 seconds in between points was a little quick, and it probably was. I think even stretching it to a minute in between points would be good, just because it allows for, just a little bit more time for the replays and stuff. Yeah. I think that what this kind of shows is I really do feel that Go Sports Major League Paintball Plus do a really, really good job. They've been like live streaming and broadcasting this paintball stuff now for, a decade plus. So they've kind of got it down. And I really feel that like if you gave the Major League Paintball guys, Major League Plus Paintball guys, this facility and a higher budget than they're used to, we could probably get really, really close to all those little things that I just complained about. Because they can do it, right? They have that cable camera. They know those back center angles are really good. They have paintball experts in that booth to be able to switch at the right times. I think that their major holdback and the major holdup to them is just always going to be budget, right? I mean, great. We want microphones on all the players. We want to put microphones on the field to capture like field ambiance. And I want 2 cable cameras and 2 drones in the air. And I want this stationary angle like this. But it's like, yeah, okay, well, we can't spend $3 million on the budget every tournament, you know. There's only a limited number of things they can do. So I think Major League Paintball Plus do a fantastic job. They weren't fully in charge of this. So that's what I mean by like, they do a great job is, you know, the Go Sports Major League Paintball Plus broadcast is kind of better than this in a way, right? I think that the added camera angles really do add another dimension to whatever this is. And then I have my like 3 questions. I'm going to take a little bit of a break, talking straight forever. What are you guys talking about? A very like dry, very dry mouth. Okay. I wanted to like, I thought about these things that we could like, how could I like, I don't know, like think about this or whatever. I don't know. So I wanted to ask myself questions. I say, is 3-man the future of paintball? Probably not, you know. I don't think so. I still think, I mean, who knows? I mean, at this point, we don't know, you know. Back when like X-Ball started, everyone's like, X-Ball is not the future. Gee whiz. People are playing 10-man still, you know. 10-man's the future. No one wants to play X-Ball. Everyone wants to play friggin' 10-man. So, I don't know. You know, we really don't know. I mean, what I wish would happen and what I hope happens, right? Like I hope happens next year is somehow this leads to some sort of standalone, like weird 3-man thing, right? Like, let's just do the NXL Pro Division like normal next year, right? Like whatever happens, you know, NXL, there's 5 tournaments, there's the Pro Division, there's 20 teams, whatever. But like, it would be really cool if somehow we got some new like 3-man league out of this where like the top 10 teams only played it, or you know, the top 8 teams, and if you win an NXL, maybe you get invited to go play. Or if you're like, you know, the top 10 teams every tournament get invited to go play 3-man or whatever. So it's kind of a rotation a little bit. You maybe get those bottom 4 teams rotating in and out or something. But I would really like to see that. I just think it's better for everyone, right? I think that more paintball is better for me, right? Because I want to watch it. It's better for this channel. It's better for me personally just because I want to watch it. You know, it's better for the industry because there's more eyes on paintball. It gives us more things to look forward to. It creates more opportunities for new players, creates more opportunities for the old players. So I think that the more paintball, the better. It doesn't have to like take away 5-man because we all feel special about it. We can, you know, you can still play 5-man. I like these random things. We used to have this more often back in the day where there'd be just random here and there tournaments, and I really like it. So I hope that this worked out for ESPN. I think that most people liked it. I mean, I think that most of the paintball players liked it. It's certainly better than watching 5-man. I mean, it really kind of is. So I think that it had to have done better ratings-wise than the 5-man last year. So I hope that we see some new TV show or something new involving 3-man that's maybe away from Major League Paintball Plus and a little bit outside of this like bubble that we're in, right? You know, it's great we're doing all this stuff, but we're so trapped in this bubble. Maybe we can get outside of this little alt culture and try to like expand into a little bit more areas like ESPN. And my next question is, did ESPN make paintball look legitimate or embarrassing? I think legitimate. You know, one of the things that we also talk about here often, hello from Canada, we also talk about is that like paintball players, we're so in this like bubble, right? Where it's hard for me to like look at it objectively. And one of the things that we notice come up often is how new players think it's stupid how we shoot full auto. It's stupid how we shoot so much paint, and it's stupid how wasteful it is. So they kind of got rid of a lot of those weird little things that people just think are stupid, right? I mean, you get rid of the 5 guys on the field, it speeds the game up so they're not going to sit and shoot as much. You limit the paint so they're not going to shoot as much. You're also limiting the paint so they're not going to like waste it as much, right? You're not going to like just miss your whole entire pod. You're like, well, there's a third of my paint right there. You really need to like actually load it and not just like fucking load all over the place and spill it everywhere. So I don't think they made it look stupid. And a paintball is one of those things that looks kind of stupid. I mean, it's not like the coolest looking thing. So, I mean, it isn't. It's weird. But I don't think they made it look dumb. And I think the 3-on-3 really does really kind of like help that like image and make it just not look as cheesy. My next question is, what skills does 3-man expose or hide compared to 5-man? Well, one of the things for sure in 3-man is you have to be good at all the basic fundamentals. I think that at 3-man teams, you could probably get away with having a little less experience because those fundamentals, I think, maybe shine even more in 3-man, where you have to maybe be a little bit sharper with your gun skills, a little bit quicker at shooting off the break, a little faster, a little bit quicker and better at everything. Because in 5-man, you can hide a little bit, you know, you're like, I want to kind of hide here while guys shoot at me for a while. But in 3-man, you really kind of can't, because if there's guys shooting at you, they're just going to move, you know? So you have to kind of be, I think, better at a lot of those things. And especially in this pro division, I mean, everybody's so good. And I don't know why I didn't even talk about it. Impact 1. I don't know. I totally glossed over it. That was the very top of my notes. And I also put, if someone watched this as their first paintball experience, do you think, or what do you think they would, what do they think paintball, what do you think they think about paintball? I think that's actually kind of maybe similar to that first question too, right? Is, does it make it look embarrassing or legitimate? And I don't know, you know, I think that for the right player, it can look cool, but that goes back to, I think, one of the problems with these camera angles, right? We were really stuck on this like wide top angle where you couldn't really see much. So it was a little bit difficult to, you know, see a lot of the action. One of the things they did do, I did not put in my notes though, to increase the visibility and kind of see the action more, was use that like crazy bright paint. I tried to actually like get some screen grabs of it, but it's really hard in the screenshots because it really doesn't work in the screenshots. But you can see it on the ground. And then there were some spots where I tried to get a screenshot of it breaking off bunkers and stuff. Did I not? What the heck? I don't know. Getting a trophy. So I liked it. I hope we see more. You know, I really hope there's another one. I would, yeah, just really hope we see another one. It looked really cool. And let's hope we get another one. I know there's been a lot of talk about, you know, oh, ESPN, like nobody watches TV anymore and like whatever. But like nobody watches anything, you know, like if we put it on anything else, it would be just the same problem, right? If you put it on Hulu, if we put it on Netflix, I guess it could stream free on YouTube. That would be pretty good. But I still don't think you would get the viewers. You wouldn't get the same numbers if it was like free on YouTube. Because you've got to find it, you know? So I don't think it matters really where it's at. I mean, I think that it would probably be better to be in front of younger viewers, but I don't know where that's at, you know? Everyone's kind of disparate. It's not like 1996 and there's 15 channels and, you know, that's all you got. There's 4,000 movies coming out a week. Salty K, you're right. What are you guys talking about? How much do decent compressors cost that I can use to fill my 4,500 compressed air tanks? All the ones I found are... I mean, you can find those compressors on Amazon that are really cheap. They're like $300. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, the real answer for an air compressor is like... I mean, you can get those little teeny ones that are like $300. They're like this big. But it does take a long-ass time. Like, I bet somebody in here's got one. It takes like 45 minutes or something to fill one of those tanks. But I've never used one, so I have no idea. I've only used like crazy big air compressors, but those are like thousands of dollars, and you don't need one of those. People seem to like them. I mean, I really have done any. I don't know. I don't have any experience with them. Sorry. We're leaving that. ESPN paintball action. There's some more pictures here. I should have probably posted these. I should have talked about these. Impact just winning their trophies. Look at how good it looks there, though. Look at how good these pictures look. This is what I'm talking about. Like, just look at how good it looks. I mean, everything just looks so good. The colors are bright. The colors are popping and pretty. We got some more stuff. We got Dynasty here. We got Dynasty, their newest pickup over there on the far left. The Dynasty Ladies or something. I don't know. I was going to say Aftershock. That is not Aftershock. Impact, one more time. And our boy Tyler Panilio right there. I meant to shout out Tyler earlier. I kept seeing Tyler's name. Or kept seeing Tyler. He's in here somewhere. I saw Tyler's face. As soon as I turned the TV on, I was like, holy shit, that's Tyler. Tyler right there. Oh, look, an Edmonton person. I live in Edmonton. I find it stupid they're Edmonton Impact, but they don't have really anything to do with Edmonton. I mean, yeah, they do. The guy who owns the team's from Edmonton. The whole family's from Edmonton. So the guy who owns the team... I mean, right? The guy who owns the team, right there on the far right, the top right, the guy with the number 1 on his shoulder, they're from Canada, and JC, the guy below that's Canadian, and then his sons played on the team, so they're definitely Canadian. They're definitely Edmonton. I get you though. None of the other players are, but that's the thing. I mean, that's true with like a lot of these pro teams, you know. We look at, I don't know, where are the other pictures at? Like, we look at the San Diego Dynasty. Damn it, I was hoping it would pause it. This San Diego Dynasty picture, and there are nobody in that picture from San Diego, really. Not a single one of them. So kinda, you know. At least the Edmonton Impact guys they do have people from Edmonton, right? Team Ugly's coming back. What happened to the Ugly Sticks? You know, Bobby, I get the Ugly Sticks and Team Ugly confused all the time. I don't remember Ugly Sticks, like busy back in the day. Yeah, we also a little bit something else we found out very quickly, and the NXL didn't actually, there's no announcement about this or anything, but we also talked about this a couple months ago, I believe, Major League Paintball and Major League Baseball are embroiled in a hot legal battle about the logo for Major League Paintball. You can see the logo, the new Major League Paintball logo, right there in the middle of the screen, kind of on that shield. It's also all over the bunkers, right? So you can see the new logo. And, I'm going to guess that's because they looks a little bit too close to the Major League Paintball logo. Nope, the Major League Baseball logo. I'm trying to find a picture of it on the bunker huge. There you go. And it's a little different. I like it. It's way better than it was. I think it's better than the original logo. Although I don't know. I'm still not that big of a fan. But that's a little interesting. So that's good. I mean, at least they didn't try to put the league out of business or something crazy. So that's good. No more, we found out what happened with the lawsuit. Yay. Oh, the ugly sticks of fishing pole. Ugly sticks for a team too. Yeah. Let's get everyone mixed up. What else is happening? You can check out the merch at the Paintball Ruined My Life store. Oh shit, what the fuck, bitch? Damn. I forgot I messed all this up earlier. I gotta fix all this. I moved the files around. So never mind. Don't check out the merch. You can still, if you go to the Paintball Ruined My Life store, you can find a cool hat like that. I guess we won't do an ad. Paintball Ruined My Life merch. It's going to get all the headbands. What else happened? This happened as well. This past weekend was the Pittsburgh Open, formerly the Iron City Classic. You can see some fellows right there from a paintball team. Chicago Aftershock, a.k.a. X Factor. We'll read the winners. In the 10-man pro division, we had Aftershock taking first place, followed by Image in second, and in third, the All-Americans. In amateur, in the first place slot in 10-man Dark Carnival, they've been winning everything. Second place, the Sniper Squad 10-man amateur, and in third place, Oiled Up, which is pretty good. Pro 5-man, we saw AC Empire taking first, Farside in second place, third, Aftershock. Amateur 5-man, we saw the Ohio Outlaws. Second place were the Roadies Factory, and in third, All-Americans 5. This is one of the bigger 10-man tournaments of the season. And the Aftershock roster is kind of crazy. I mean, look at these Aftershock guys. We have Dixon Yang right there, Ryan Brand, and Dimitri Meter Ninos. Those are all guys that are currently playing, or not really currently playing, but former Aftershock guys. Look at Ryan's knuckles all crazy bloodied up, right? This is knuckles all bloody. Gnarly. X Factor's crazy roster. Rodney Squires, formerly of San Diego Dynasty and a bunch of other teams, popping that champagne. Damn, Rodney's cool. Rodney's been cool forever. You got the man in charge holding the brick of bills up to his brain. Todd Adamson. It's crazy they give those big chains away for first place. I think that's kind of funny, too. A big old baller bundle? I don't know. Pittsburgh Open. That's all I got for Pittsburgh. You know what's kind of crazy is, this is kind of fun. We'll go over here. The Aruba Open. The Aruba Open is taking place in about 2 months in Aruba. Freaking Aruba. Aruba's had many paintball tournaments in the past. I remember the Road to Aruba. How much is entry? $750, $650. That's a lot for Aruba, isn't it? I don't know. It's at Hot Triggers Paintball in Aruba. Yeah, the first time I remember watching Aruba or ever hearing anything about Aruba was at the Aruba Open, or no, the Road to Aruba back in the day. That's the field right there. Aruba. Just one field. But it's in freaking Aruba. It's in the ocean. Oh, gosh. It's Aruba. Pretty cool. I don't know. That's all. I just think it's cool that there's these international tournaments. I'm going to try to make it out to some of these tournaments one day. We're going to try to make it out to Asia soon. We'll see how that goes. I'm working on that. That's in the works. I want to try to go to, we're trying to go to Asia next year. I want to try to go to like the Asian Thailand X-Ball League or Asia World Cup or something like that. Whichever Asia tournament we can go to. I don't know. I just want to try to go. Asia, it'd be fun to go to Paris. I was looking at going to Paris to the like Europe World Cup. But I don't know. That's not as intriguing to me. It's much more of an adventure to go to like Thailand and then go to Vietnam for a while rather than, Paris. Although it'd be cool. Nope, you didn't miss the drawing. We're going to do it right now. For all you channel members, all you people that graciously help support this thing, like you green named motherfuckers, fucking shit, right there, thank you so much. I mean, the direct support on this thing, it really does help. And, paintball's paintball. So I much appreciate everybody's support. I really do. And in turn, you get to win. No, you get a chance to win. Not everyone's going to win. You get a chance to win the $300 Carbon DRV Drive Hopper. We'll actually talk about this for a little sec. We'll talk about this for a little bit. If you guys missed, we'll just open this up and we'll chit-chat about it for just a moment. Hopper. So these are $300. It's a very expensive hopper. It's like the most expensive hopper you can ever buy. But it's not really, a crazy deal. You got to think when you buy this hopper, if you buy the Carbon Drive, say you go to bfpgear.com and you spend $299.99 on this thing, you do get a bunch of stuff, right? You get speed feed, you get lid, you get a case, you do get the rechargeable battery. So normally, think if you get Aspire 5, if you get Aspire 5, you get their N-Charge battery. Those things are $40. Or they're $27.95, I think, right now. Whatever. You buy the battery, or they're $37.95. You buy the battery, you buy a case, and you're at $300. So, I mean, it's not like, a crazy, like, bad value. And this is the orange one, too. This is the Team Edition. They're not going to sell these. So it is kind of a little special and a little limited. Let's go back here. All of your names. You know what? Cole. I saw Cole sign up to be, there's Cole right there. I saw you become a member right in my middle of my ESPN rant. Thank you, sir. Oh, I don't know if you were a member previously or what's going on, but either way, I'm going to add you to this list really fast. Bear with me, guys. We're going to put Cole's name right there. We're going to save it. Share it, continue, copy link, open that, go to that, click this, double click that, Command V. There you are, Cole, right there. Okay, so we're just going to spin this thing up one time, and whoever is at the top of this list is going to win the Carbon DRV. And shout out to Carbon too for helping. They gave me this thing to help you guys, to help me. I don't know why I said help you guys. I don't know. It's not really to help me either. I don't know. First person And the way this works, we'll spin it, and then you gotta like, I'm gonna make a post, a community post, members only community post here on YouTube. And you have to reply to that with your email address. So I'm gonna be like, I'm looking for Cole if Cole wins. And then Cole's gotta reply and put his email address in there. It's a pain in the ass to try to get a hold of people. That's the best way to do it. Spinning it up, whoever wins. Let's just hope it's not Chris Raymond. Oh, almost Chris. Mush Subi Wave. Masubi Wave. You have won yourself, whoever you are. My thing's not working. Whoever you are, I will, remember, I'm going to post that in the community area, the community tab here on this YouTube channel. If I don't hear from you, I'm going to keep trying. We're going to find you. You won. And that's not the only giveaway. You know, it's not the only one. You know, I'm going to keep doing them. Not right now. But continually, there's, you know, constantly a giveaway. Like Eric right there, EP. I was thinking about Eric today because Eric gave me some stuff for a giveaway. It's freaking helpful. Eric's the man. He knows you. So we're going to do that. We keep doing giveaways at some point here. Like, I don't know, we'll figure another one out soon. For any channel members, other things for channel members, we'll give a little bit of a sneak preview, I guess. This is a video that will be a members only video. This is for the, well, hello, gentlemen. I want people to go, well, hello, gentlemen. So this is I'm going to start doing this for channel members after every video. So this is kind of a, I don't know, we'll say director's commentary or something like that. So any channel members, this is the Planet Eclipse excessive debrief, where we watched the entire excessive Planet Eclipse video that just came out. Difficult to like gauge because I'm wearing headphones and then I'll listen to these speakers and then I'm trying. Oh, you can like see me over it. I never really know. There's two versions of us. Finicky cocker. We're pretty close with the pink razor. Yep. So this video is coming out. This video is coming out this week for people, and then this video, this debrief, is the members only video that, like I said, is a bunch of me kind of talking, and then I like go over some other clips that didn't actually make it in the video. They talk about some like randomness. But if you want to see this, you will have to be a channel member, and if you want to see the entire video, it's up right now for members. That was really freaking confusing, but you know, become a member, help support the channel. I also thought about doing a live stream for the ESPN, like a members only live stream for ESPN, where we could actually watch the replay of ESPN2, because I do have it. So I was thinking about maybe doing that, but that's like testing the waters a little bit too much, maybe with some copyright stuff. So I don't know. We'll have to figure it out. What'd you say, Eric? I have some more stuff to give you for giveaways too, Brad. All right. We're giving it away. Director commentary. Yeah, they're easy to make, really. I mean, they're easy to make. They're kind of fun. And then hopefully people like them. You know, they don't require me to like sit down and edit for 4 weeks or like a month and a half like the regular videos do. So, you know, I like that. That's definitely good. The DRV. Yeah, that's it. That's all my topics, guys. I don't have any other freewheeling stuff, so hit me up with the chat. Give me stuff to talk about. Corn Pops. I remember the race frame on a. Oh, I remember the Corn Pops. I don't know who Corn Pops. Oh, from the chat. I'd like some Corn Pops though. Oof. I haven't had Corn Pops in a long time. I remember the race frame on the free flow in their showroom. Oh, the showroom. Yeah, the Eclipse video, the video that will be out on the channel maybe tomorrow, maybe Wednesday, I don't know. Is a Planet Eclipse / excessive video, and can I talk about the E-Blade in that a bit? There's like maybe like a minute section on the E-Blade. Yeah. What about the attachments for the drive? Attachments? What do you mean? I haven't seen attachments. What do I think about the 3-on-3? I talked about that for like 30 minutes straight. Just go rewind to the very beginning. That's about it. I did see that WC was this weekend. I don't know. Sometimes I look at like stuff. Sometimes I don't. You know. Sometimes I look at that stuff. Sometimes I just don't. So I didn't really catch a lot of the WCPPL. I did see their live streams, but yeah, I don't really watch them all the time. They said the front was designed because they were coming out with stuff for the front of the loader. Really? I didn't hear anything about that. Really? Where is it at? Right in front of me. Huh. Oh, Pink got second. That's cool. Sweet. Pink ass. I'm going to say something inappropriate there. So they say that they designed the bottom like this so you could put something here, maybe, right? In this section? Oh, Protocol 1D4. That's good. Good for those guys. I still think it'd be very weird to play for them. I don't know. Oh, ANS said it, huh? Yeah, I don't know what... I mean, ANS knows for sure. I trust those people. Sometimes people say shit and I'm like, he's making that up. Some guy just tell you that? I don't know what they would put there, though. You know, I can only think of really like two things. You would put a camera there, which is a really good spot for a camera, to be fair. Or you could mount a radar, you know, the old Pulse RDR. It was a hopper. It never really came out. But they had like a built-in chronograph in the front of the hopper. And you could actually see the radar. You could see the velocity on the rear, in the rear of the hopper. Maybe they could do that. The Pulse RDR or radar. Yeah, I mean, they sold them, but not really. I mean, I don't think that, like, I don't know. They never really sold them at any type of volume. So you can see right there how it has the, like, display on the back of it. And they literally hit a radar, like, right in the front underneath right there. I mean, you could do that, but this was one of those things where, like, I didn't really quite understand. You're like, well, why do I need a radar on my gun? I mean, like... It's good to know, but like after that, like, all right. I mean, I don't know. I guess I could see how it'd be handy, but I don't know. I guess it's cool. I'm just hating on it too much. I see how it could be handy, for sure. You know, I just got to think about like the way that I play paintball. Like, I don't care about any of that stuff, you know, but you know, if I'm a tournament player and I'm like, you know, I want to make sure every time it's perfect, then I could totally see like, I could totally see that. But they could put a camera there. They could put a radar there. I don't know. I'm not sure else what they'd put there. I'm like, some sort of extender or something. It just require you to change the bottom shell or whatever. Huh. I don't know. WC has the greatest talent pool in the world. Yeah, probably. Well, other than NXL. For sure. I totally agree. It's been like that for a long time, though. I mean, the WCPPL, I'm not really sure about like the USXBL and stuff like that because I've never played it or been there and stuff. But like the WCPL, it's like for sure. Like I always thought that like, Division 3 at WC is kind of almost Division 2 at the NXL. It's not like all the way to Division 2. It's like D2.5 or something like that, because there's no question that D3 WCPPL or D4 are better than NXL D4 and D3. It's true. Mark, just fuck cars in general. I hate cars. I still want to like move somewhere where I never have to see a car again. I cannot stand it. I don't know. WC is just really good. And I think it's just because it's California. There's so many players. It's just like Florida. I'll bet that there's like, it's probably the same in Texas too, really. I mean, because Texas has so many people as well. It's just like the amount of people, and it's cheaper. It's hard to travel to these tournaments because of time. It's really just time, I think, for a lot of people. Getting the time is difficult. So just playing the local regional, whether it's the WC in Southern California or USBXL in Texas or something else in Florida. Yeah. Who knows? I don't know if we get worse traffic in the Bay Area. That's insane. There's no way. I don't ever drive in traffic, so I couldn't tell you. I've never driven in traffic my entire life. Still hopefully. Well, I have, obviously, but not like for commuting. I've never like commuted to work or anything. Did you do the carbon giveaway? Yes, Joe, I did. You did not win. Sorry, Joe. I don't know who won. You can rewind it. I can't pronounce the person's name who won. It's like a bunch of crazy characters. It's not. It wasn't just a name. Huh. Oh, is this weekend mechanical? Are you gonna? Are you guys? Yeah, I'll be there, Mark. I mean, I assume people are gonna go. I'll go out there for sure. Is it on Saturday or Sunday? Masubi or something. Yeah, Eric was right. EP's right. They look good on the actually probably would look good on the EMAC, huh? Oh, well, let's put it on the EMAC. It's kind of like the same kind of shape. I hope I don't have to loosen the feet. Like, if I have to like loosen the feed neck with a Allen wrench, I'm not gonna do it. Okay. I mean, yeah, look at that. It does. It's kind of like, yeah, for sure. I mean, I still think it's a little weird looking. The lighting in here is so like directionally perfect. It's hard to light stuff sometimes. I mean, look at it. It's like, he looks pretty good. Does kind of like fit it well, huh? It's not bad. It's about the same price as the EMAC. Really like how this is metal too. I do. Actually, we never even put this in a gun to like really mess with it. The one thing I was hoping the metal feed neck does is help this. That flex. Maybe a little bit. Definitely makes it feel a little bit nicer, that's for sure. Yeah, I like these. The one thing I don't like, though, I don't really like the way that they open. I think the Spire opens the best. The thing that I like about the Spire is that it does this. You know, you can just push the button with one hand. I can, like, open it all with one hand, you know? It's really easy to, like, one-hand it. For the most part. This thing you can't really open with one hand. Because you have to, like, pinch this right here. So you can't really, like... you know? It's just a little bit, like... It's a little funky. But obviously... You know, if it's on a gun, it's way easier. Because... You know, it's stationary. And you can just, you know, open it easy. It's not like... You know, it's not like that big of a problem. It's not like, you know, a huge issue. But, I don't know, I just like to be able to, I like how I can, pop it up with one hand. My hopper's really old, so it's kind of like sticky. That spring, it does get better. Not a big deal. Not the biggest complaint in the world. Yep. Anything's better than the rotor. Yeah, I kind of agree too. I mean, that's been my experience with the rotor too. Does anyone know if the Carbon is coming out with a blackout kit for anyone who has an orange DRV? I don't think so. I doubt it, because this is a special version. This is like the team version. So any person you see this was supposed to be like on a team, or like a store got maybe a couple of these or something like that. So they're not going to make a ton of these things. These are the real colors right here over at the BFP Gear website. So this black one, solid black. But I don't know, that's a good question, because like it's not actually like, it's actually like the tray that's orange though. So that orange, it's actually the entire tray. It's not like just a little side component or whatever. So it's like the whole tray is orange. Oh no, I take that back. It looks like you can unscrew. It looks like you can unscrew these side pieces. There's a little, like, you can see that little teeny, there's that little screw right there. And then there's like two right there. I don't know. Maybe not right now. I would be surprised if they sold those pieces, but I could see in the future them selling them, just because they'd be like repair parts or something like that. Yeah. So the orange is kind of cool. Michael's right. I haven't turned it down before. When is Dai starting a youth slippery? I didn't watch Slippery Stairs. I was listening to ESPN radio this morning, and they were talking about Slippery Stairs, and I was like, oh, I wonder if they're going to talk about paintball. And I was like, nope. But it was kind of cool. They were talking about all about the Ocho stuff, and the guy who was like talking mainly about it, who was there or something like that, was I don't know, he was saying how it means a lot to these people, and it's not actually just like stupid, you know, it's not just a gimmick and dumb. Like, these people actually care, and like, yeah, maybe not so much the Slippery Stairs people, but like the paintball people care, and there's plenty of other sports that, like, you know, people actually like, you know, care about. So that was cool to see. It's not just a stupid gimmick or whatever. Who knows? They might have talked about paintball. I was literally listening to it for like 3 minutes. Corn Pops. I still like some Corn Pops. I haven't kept on paintball stuff. Love the channel as the talk and chat is an emotional roller coaster of great memories. That's good. Let's create new memories. They don't have to be bad old memories. You can create new stuff too, you know. I'm going to implore people to go and like the live stream if you're watching this right now, or maybe if you're watching this in post haste, maybe it's Tuesday morning, you know. Take a moment and just give the live stream a little bit of a like. Maybe if you're not subscribed for some reason, let's think about subscribing, you know. I actually got an email today that we're at 90,000 subscribers here on the YouTube channel. So maybe if all of you guys that are listening that aren't subscribed will go over 100,000. Yeah. Like that, you know, Mark, hopefully. Mark and I are trying to plan the Asia trip. Yeah. I hope it happens. I mean, it looks like they were, Mark, it looked like, so he said that they're not 100% sure if they're doing the Thailand tournament on the beach this year, but they are going to do, there will be other ones too. But it's like, man, I really want to go to like one of those cool tournaments that's like an experience kind of, you know. I don't want to just go to like, I mean, I still would just go, but like, I'd prefer it to be like a really cool event rather than just like, you know, a random paintball tournament, you know. Like going to Huntington Beach is way cooler than going to like Denver or whatever. Vegas MPPL, way cooler than Ohio. I don't know. We'll figure it out. I want to go. NXL. I mean, even if like, oh, you know what I found the other day? I thought this was kind of fun. Let's see if I can find those really quick. Dang, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to. You guys know where that music's from? We listened to this the other day, but why can't I see? Oh, there we are. I gotta use that somewhere. They'll probably sue me if I use it. Does Wayne's World still exist? I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't believe so. I'm not sure if Wayne's World still exists. Oh, nope, they still do. Forrest says they do. I don't think they do 24-hour scenarios anymore. I'm not sure what happened to those. I don't think if like anybody's really doing those anymore. That was the War Pig. I mean, somebody knows what that song was. It definitely could feel like it should be in like a 70s porn, or maybe like I lost my train of thought. I don't know. The best scenario is the Decay of Nations in Southern California. Either that or Ion. You know, Invasion of Normandy is also really big out there in Pennsylvania, I believe. As well as Super Game in Oregon. The Mexican X-Ball League is pretty cool. I'd really like to go do that. I have not tried Glow Ball. I just haven't had it. There's nowhere to do it, you know. I really hope to do it. You know, I wish that there would be a field around here that would install lights. the Malaysian Paintball League on Penang. I know I've been to Penang though, so I kind of want to go somewhere else. But I've also been to Pattaya. Anyway, yeah, I've never done glow ball. I want to. I think it looks awesome. It really does. But I just wish that more paintball fields would put lights up. I really, 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 really like the idea of going to play at night. Like really, 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 really like it. So I just want lights. I mean, I really want lights. Sac Roots, Capital Edge will put up lights eventually. Hopefully, I don't know. Who knows? It's like 10 grand or 15 grand. So like, I get why you don't want to, but it's so freaking cool. Let's go to Texas. The MXL. I know. I want to play I was looking at. There's a Guadalajara tournament coming up. I know. Yeah. I think that ASG in Southern California is probably the closest place that's got like a good light setup right now. I don't believe they have black lights. I'm not 100% sure. I know they have like regular, like, full spectrum white light. I don't know. I don't know if Capital Edge will do it. If Capital Edge doesn't do it, I really think that Davis Paintball should do it. Davis Paintball here in Sacramento have been investing a lot more money into the field. So it'd be really cool if they did something. I got to go to Davis too. I got to go. So I'm going to do the new video. The video that I was working on yesterday, the past couple days, is the Jeremy Salm sniper incident. So for real quick recap, Jeremy Salm, back in 2002, when he was playing for Avalanche at the time, sniped some guys from the woods. So back in the day, there used to not be net all around the field. There would be a net on the back start gates and then like down the snake side. And then sometimes they'd leave the one side open and it'd go like out to the woods or whatever, or just whatever, right? And 2002, it was like that. So what Jeremy Salm did was sneak out into the woods and hide in the woods, and he would shoot people from the woods onto the airball field because there was no net. So you could like hide in the woods when you're not playing. His team was not playing. So there were two other teams playing, and he hid in the woods and was shooting people on the field from like off the field. Guys were getting shot in the back. They're like, what the fuck is going on? Is there some asshole over there shooting people? It's a crazy story. Somebody ended up chasing him through the woods. He pretty much got like blackballed from paintball. The Avalanche was like a huge team, right? I mean, we remember Avalanche. Avalanche was huge. I mean, Push was such a pivotal paintball video that made Avalanche like the team. And then the following year, everybody pretty much left the team. The team couldn't play the next MPBL tournament. It's crazy. So it's kind of a crazy story. The bad part, though, is there's literally no pictures or videos or anything. So I have to like figure out how to recreate it. And I actually want to go out to Davis Paintball and do some field scouting, some location scouting. Because I got to try to like recreate this somehow. So yeah, that'll be an interesting story. I don't know. Jeremy Salm, he's like back in paintball, and he's cool. I don't know. I've never talked to him. I don't have any idea. But this video might be a little bit difficult to find a sponsor for, so I don't know. But that's what I'm working on. We'll see if it happens or what's the final conclusion. Mike, you missed a lot. Everything happened. Just rewind it. So yeah, location scouting, Davis Paintball. What I really need, I mean, really is the problem is that like I need a field that like we can lower the net. I need an airball field that I can lower the net on one side. And you know, most of the paintball fields you can't really lower the net like that. Like I think at Capital Edge, you have to lower all the net. It doesn't like you can't do like sections. It's like all the net has to come down on all the sides. So I don't think we could really do that. So I'm wondering if Davis will allow me to lower the net because I got to try to film something. And I was thinking about getting like a bunch of fake plants and stuff to like recreate the woods. I don't know. Who knows? There was a magazine, PB2X, which I saw some pictures of the Psalm Sniper event. Wish I still had them all. I can think of one photo, but I don't know if it's real or not. I'm just not 100% sure if it's real or not. It even looks like a Sasquatch picture of the guy like running through the woods. You know? I'm not sure. I mean, I have some scanned PB2X magazines and stuff. You say it's PB2X. I do vaguely remember, but I don't know. Because no one knew it was happening. I mean, you got to think it's 2002 also. So like, you know, there's not a lot of the cameras. And then it's like, he was like in the woods and stuff. So it's like such a crazy situation that like, who knows? Why all these freaking comments get hidden? I'm gonna make out with a couple boy Cabbage Patch dolls. Were they Cabbage Patch dolls? Weren't they called something else? Was it a My Buddy? I had a My Buddy. I think so. I had one of these. My Buddy. My Buddy. No, this is not going to come up. Oh, yeah. My Buddy. I had a My Buddy. This is what I had. Is this Cabbage Patch Kid stuff? Maybe it is. Hell yeah, I had one of those badass guys. That's pretty much what I looked like. Not in 1985, but I was more about the My Buddies. You know, my sister probably had a Cabbage Patch Kid. Paintball 2X, Faceful. Yeah. The 1967 Sasquatch film. What was that called though? It was called the something tape or something like that. Did Spica say where he was going yet? No, I don't believe so. Youngblood is super into My Buddies. So I was thinking about paintball videos. I was thinking about doing a video on like the origin of all the paintball names, like paintball. Where did Planet Eclipse get their name, and how did Dye get their name? And I was like, man, Dave Youngblood. And then I was like, Dave Youngblood changed his name from Dave DeHaan to Dave Youngblood. And I was like thinking about jokes to write, but I don't think I'm gonna do that video. The OG Matrix, what about it? Yeah, who knows what Kyle's gonna do? We never know. Who knows? He's in the wind. I mean, I kind of get it though. I mean, their team's been a goddamn nightmare, so I sort of get it. I'm gonna have to form a team. We're gonna go play in Asia. PMI. What about PMI? Kyle Spica, yeah, who knows where he's going to play? It's like, obviously, we don't know. I don't know. I mean, where does he fit in the best? I don't know. Honestly, I say like the normal teams. I'm like Impact. I mean, I could see him playing on Impact. I don't know though. These some of these teams are so stacked. It's like okay, he goes to Impact, but then what? It's like I mean, Infamous could use him. Infamous would be good, right? Because Infamous could actually use him. I think. I'm not even sure who he would play over or what, but Infamous has not done well for a while. Infamous also have a bunch of good players though too. Uprising. That's not gonna happen. That would be sweet, but I highly doubt it because they're gonna need to pay him. He's like, "How much money you got?" And they're like, we got a free PB rack. We got a pack we could give you. A Red Legion would be crazy. Some brains. I like that idea. Spica needs to go to a bad team or a new team and push that leadership coaching thing that he's been trying to rebrand himself. Um, I like that idea. I think you should go play for Sea Dogs. Yeah, I like Sea Dogs. The Sea Dogs played really well this last tournament. The Sea Dogs. Damn, that would be cool though, right? That would be sweet. He's gonna go play for New York Extreme. Aftermath. Oh, I could see that though. I could see Aftermath. I don't know. Yeah, New York Extreme would be crazy too. Hmm. I mean, he definitely has to go somewhere. I'm assuming he's going to want to go somewhere where they can pay him because he's, that's hard. I mean, imagine, when he played for AC, I mean, AC was paying him, tens of thousands of dollars, whatever that number is. I mean, I think we knew roughly at one point, it's high 80, 90 something, 70, I don't know, somewhere around there. And it would be very difficult to go play for Leverage, or the Sea Dogs or Uprising. They're going to be like, we don't have anything. You actually have to pay for your own paint. So, I don't know. Yeah, there's no way he'd play for NYX. I could see him playing with the Uprising guys, though, for sure. Protocol. He can't even play for Protocol, though. Like, they'd have to play semi-pro for him to be able to even play, I think. Hold on. I'd play for cases of shockers. I'd do that. And you got cases of them? How many are in a case? 75? I don't know. 150? Zorbit. I'd like a paint sponsor. I don't play paintball enough, though. Who knows? Sackruth, he's not worth anything. Paid a bunch of money not to win. Yeah, that's true. That's very true. I mean, their whole goddamn team got paid a bunch of money and just did abysmal. So I'm with you on that. Yeah, that's why recently it's been so crazy, right? There's just like, I feel that there's so many good teams. Like, we look at the rosters and everyone's just so good, but like, it just never pans out. Joe Man, when was the last time you played? I actually don't know. I don't think I've played paintball this year, which is crazy. Yeah. I mean, I've been to the paintball field a bunch. I was at the paintball field last weekend, the weekend before that, and then probably like 2 weeks before that. And like, I just haven't played, mainly because of my knee. I mean, it's like mainly because of my knee. I'd say it's like 80% because of my knee. My MCL, it just is all wacky, and I've been doing recovery stuff and trying to strengthen my knee, and I just don't want to hurt it. I'm so scared of hurting it again because it would get better and then I'd hurt it again, and get better and I'd hurt it again. So we're at the point now where it's just, I just don't want to fucking hurt it. I want to be able to like squat and not have my knee hurt. So yeah. Have there ever been any large indoor air-conditioned fields or arenas in paintball history? Yeah, for sure. We'll probably say the best one was the Smart Parts All-American Paintball Park? No. What if we put indoor? That's not it either. Yeah, I don't know. It was a long time ago, so it's like, look at that. That looks cool. Yeah, I don't know. It was a long time ago, but the Smart Parts one was really cool. If anybody knows what the name of that is specifically in the chat, let me know. Was it in Latrobe? Was it American Paintball Park? I don't know if it was. The Smart Parts one, there was the one that Smart Parts had, which was crazy. Look at how cool that looks. That's really cool. Yeah, I don't know. It was a long time ago. This was like, I mean, the place probably closed like 12 years ago or some shit like that. So it wasn't open for very long. I don't know. I mean, the problem is just you need so much goddamn space, I mean, like, paintball fields aren't really that small. So you need so much indoor room that it's just difficult. Yeah, there's Boston Paintball for sure. Yeah, they're closed now, right? Smart Parts was at the Mohican Sun, but that was like a standalone tournament. Yeah, that's the problem. It's like, I mean, God, you need a warehouse that's like, I mean, I remember I figured this out at one time. I was trying to figure out, could I put 3 airball fields in a warehouse? And I remember, I mean, you're probably just for the lease, like here in Sacramento, a warehouse big enough was probably like, I mean, you're looking at like 50,000 a month or something like that. So 50,000 literally just for the lease of the building, just to be able to go inside the building. That's not counting staffing and insurance and taxes and licensing, like all the other craziness. So it's just like so cost prohibitive that it's just not even realistic. Ooh, Shane played Skyball in 2003. That's cool though. Skyball's like a classic event. Indoors, I don't know. I don't like indoor just because it's so loud. I mean, even when you get a big ass building, it's still loud as shit. I mean, unless you're playing in like an arena, like an NFL stadium, it's going to be so loud that I never liked it. It's just too loud. It's too messy. The lighting sucks. It's way better outside. I mean, just way better outside. I think indoor is kind of like just more of a novelty than anything. Inflatable buildings. Like, maybe not a building is probably the wrong word. How about, why am I not switching? There we go. How about the Soup Air Mega Arena? Like this? That's not a building, but that's what I think of when I think about a building in paintball. Toronto Sky Dome with massive amounts of carpet. Oh, that's right. It was carpet, huh? Oh man, that's right. It was in Canada too. I never even thought about that. Getting across the border from Michigan to Canada was interesting. I never thought about that. For sure. I know. I thought about us flying to Asia, and I was like, man, am I gonna be like stuck with a paintball gun and all my paintball gear in Asia, or are we gonna have to like, should I ship it back? Like, I don't know. Thinking about all that. Joman said, I saw a video of high school paintball. 2 men were using Reball instead of paint in their gym. For sure. That's been a thing for a while. I mean, I don't know. It's not really like a thing, but for sure. Reball, paintballs. Let's do that. Paintballs indoor gym. Gym? Reball training. That's a reball place, it looks like. There's quite a few of them in Europe. There's me. I don't know. Yeah, Joy Division, a team in Europe and Sweden used to do it a lot. They kind of probably made it the most popular. Brad, look up the Dome, Alaska. What am I going to find when I look up the Dome, Alaska? I'm going to do it live. Better not be screwing me. The Dome, Alaska. What is it, though? Oh, okay. Yeah, they're just those inflatable, whatever, for sure. It's not inflatable, I shouldn't say. They have these all over the place, for sure. Not just necessarily Alaska. I used to swim in one. They used to put this over a swimming pool that I used to swim at. And, I don't know. They put it over this. I know I've seen them in New York too. There's like somewhere in Manhattan they like have done this before too, and put like a dome over something on one of the piers or something like that. Like, I don't know if that's real. I don't know. Yeah. The Red Legion guys used to have that. I just literally remembered that. Every time I switch back to that, everything's like playing, huh? Freaking Warpig theme song. So the Red Legion guys, Russian Legion paintball training facility. I'm not typing even close. Russian Legion paintball training facility. Yeah, so the Red Legion guys used to have like an indoor like training kind of thing, because this field they have here, they can put one of these big bubbles over this field or something like that, so they can play in the winter. I don't know. We're probably not gonna be able to find it. There you go. Sorta. Anyway, I don't know. Big old bubble things. Look at the new Super Dead pod pack. I haven't seen that either. Although the Super Dead stuff like comes and goes so fast, it's even hard to like find, you know? Like I know they had, I don't know, they just come out with stuff so fast. How do we even like find it though? You know, we go to their website and it's like they don't have anything. So Oh, product history list, actually. Sorta. See, how do we find stuff? Oh, there it is. I like the colors a lot. Who makes it? That's what I want to know. Yeah, it looks cool. It's not priced bad. It was $100. 100 pounds? What is that to US? Like 150 or whatever? Oh, just convert for me, goddammit. Come on. 120. Yeah, that's not bad. I do like the color. The color is really cool. I'm not really sure if I like the denim one, though. Although it is unique. My advice on paintball packs is probably to buy this one. Whoa, what did I do? I meant to... Whoa, Kuta Kinte, Jesus. This is the best pack you can buy, I think. That's the one I like. I got the medium. It's fantastic. The Kinetic KMP. And you know what you can do, actually? If you actually... I just remembered. I don't talk about this often. I probably should. If you go here and you check out, and if you put in that right there, you get 10% off. PBRML10. I don't know if they're still big, but back in the day, the Legion coaches had coaches, for sure. They're still professional, but I would say their coaching staff is smaller. It depends on what we're talking about, though. I mean, because in 2003, 4, the coaching staffs were insane, but that's because they had like 20 guys. You know, they had so many players. Now there's just so fewer players that you really don't need as many coaches. But they're still, yeah, one of the more professional teams. And a lot of the teams have kind of taken that same approach. You know, I'd say all the top teams like Dynasty and Fit and Heat, Impact, they all have that like coach heavy like approach to paintball, kind of like the Russians originally took. Yeah. All right, guys, I'm going to go. Talking about climate change. Nope, climate control. Gentlemen, I appreciate you. Everyone who comes by, make sure to like the live stream before you go. Maybe leave a comment later. Whoever won that carbon hopper, I'm going to leave a community post. We have to track you down. We'll find you. In the meantime, there's a video coming out this week. The Planet Eclipse excessive video will be out this week. And for channel members, the Planet Eclipse excessive director commentary will also be out this week, the day after the big video. And in the meantime, go enjoy your evening. It's Monday, you know, hopefully have a good week, and go play paintball this weekend.